Going on YouTube, just coming through with another update, doing a part 2 to my last video. Um, just why it doesn't matter that I'm going to die a loser. Um, so I kind of wanted to elaborate on the why it doesn't matter part. Uh, Essentially, yeah, 100 years from now, it's not going to matter. 1,000 years from now, I'll be erased from history. Probably even just 100 years from now. Um, I'm not sure 100 years from now, just because of the trickle down effect of people knowing you existed. But maybe, definitely 1,000 years from now. But 1,000 years from now, like hardly anybody's gonna be remembered. It's mainly gonna be just famous people and celebrities and stuff. Um, but that doesn't really matter because they won't be around to enjoy it. We won't be around to see it. So, in all actuality, that doesn't even matter either. So, that is what it is. But the second branch of why it doesn't matter, there's actually another branch, and the second part is it only, I guess, it doesn't matter because I choose not to let it matter to me. All these people that, as a collective conscious and all these standards and stuff would deem me as a loser, but in reality, it it doesn't matter to me. So it's like you have some sort of freedom in the world, and the fact that you get to choose how you react uh, to other things, how you react to certain situations and stereotypes and stipulations and stuff like that. You get to choose how to react to that, and the other thing you get to do is you get to choose what to think about and how to think about it. So, going down that path, um, if 10,000 people thought you were a loser and objectively you were a loser, it wouldn't really matter if you didn't care if you were a loser. It's kind of like the accepting what it is and then moving past that, and then um, even using that as a sort of a label to uh, kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of wear it as armor, I guess. Like in Game of Thrones, what Tyrion said. He was a midget, dwarf, or whatever you want to call him, and he said something like, "If you wear your weaknesses as armor, then your enemies can't use it to hurt you." So if you acknowledge the fact that you're a loser by the overall conscious standards, then when people come at you calling you a loser, you won't feel as bad about it, and therefore it doesn't really matter to you very much because it's not really affecting your mindset and what you're trying to do. So definitely there's that. So that's another reason why it doesn't really matter. And really, it shouldn't matter if people think you're a loser, because, like I said, their opinions of you aren't gonna matter in 100 years. Realistically, they probably won't even matter uh, of you. Matter to you the next day or the next couple hours. So, and then the overall conscious, just because you're not meeting certain standards and certain values that society has put up there, and you're objectively deemed as a loser doesn't necessarily mean that it has to matter to you. Um, it's just I guess acknowledging it and moving forward with it, and accepting it as one of the flaws. Because everybody has their own certain flaws. Even the people that are considered, super talented still have certain qualities about them and their character that are flawed. So um, uh, it is what it is. But as long as you don't give in to the or you don't let that shit bug you, then it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, it's there. Obviously, there's people who are more, I want to say, more apt to be winners than other people, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should quit doing what you're doing just because other people are better than you at that same thing. Um, and you may never even be better than those people. It may just be like a loop that you're stuck in or something. But the thing I guess that matters is that you keep in mind that it doesn't matter, that you're not better than those people, and that you don't let it get to you, even if you never become better than those people. Because in the end, we all go to the same place. So, winners, losers, everybody goes to the same place. So it doesn't really matter as far as that goes. But you just have to you also have to be thoughtful of that too. I know it can be hard sometimes, but I don't. I used to let it bother me a lot. Nowadays, not so much. I just kind of acknowledge the fact it is what it is, and it could even be, I guess, perceived as a as a strength at some point. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't really care what other people think or the collective whole thinks, because at the end of the day, I know what it is. Other people know what it is, and I've pretty much moved past that. So I don't feel bad about it. I mean, it just is what it is. But it doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing. It just means I know what it is. And I can acknowledge that and be real with it, and it's just one of my many flaws that I have. I guess being a loser is many flaws within itself, but I guess collectively, altogether, being a loser is a lot of flaws combined, like not making a large amount of money and not being able to attract a lot of women. But at the end of the day, if that's not really what you're going for, then I guess it doesn't really fucking matter. You know what I mean? Um, everybody really wants these things, but at the end of the day, and this is a whole nother branch that I may explore later, but by chasing money and women and all these other things, it seems like it's a means to an end. It doesn't. There's never enough. You get 10 women, then you want 100 women. You get 100 women, you want 1,000 women. Same thing with money. You get $1,000, you want $10,000. You get $10,000, you want $100,000. It just never ends. So, in that aspect, like I said, that's a whole nother topic, because it's kind of like chasing rabbits. You you can never really catch it. Um, but anyway, back on point. Like I said, it doesn't really matter that other people or even the collective group as a whole thinks you're a loser, as long as you move past that. And even in some instances, uh, and I'm gonna kind of touch back on that Gandhi thing, with like uh, Martin Luther King. If you have the willpower and the tenacity to push through and fight back, the fact that fight against the general consensus of what the social norms. I guess in this case, it would be fighting back to reconstruct what a loser is. Like, if you could destroy the foundation and recreate the definition of a loser, then you could push away from what that actually is, and even maybe redefine yourself as not a loser or something else like that. But I know I don't have the tenacity, talent, or audacity to even try that. Uh, definitely not. Don't have the not necessarily the willpower, but just the the intellect, or the I guess somewhat willpower, because say perseverance, because there's just some days where I just don't give a fuck. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, whether I'm a loser or not doesn't really matter to me. It, I mean, I guess like I said, it used to, not being able to get girls and money and all that other shit. But like I said, I've come to realize it's just another means to an end. You get 10, then you want 100, you want 100, you want 1,000, and so on and so forth. It just never ends. So, what really isn't, and that's just my thoughts on it. But I don't think I don't let it get to me like I used to. So it is what it is. I'll fucking, as long as well, I also want to redact that thing where I said that I'll be a loser until I die. There is one exception to that thing. That's if the definition of a loser changes sometime between now and I die. But just going off speculation here, I don't want to redact it all the way, because I still think I'm gonna die a loser. But I think that there's a possibility that with the things happening around the world, and the inevitable economic collapse, and I think that's just going to change the structure of society completely. And it's possible through all of that the definition will be changed. But realistically speaking, I don't see it changing, because it derives from a primitive survival of the fittest ideology. So that just is what it is. But this was just kind of, like I said, that's kind of all I really wanted to speak on. It only matters if you let it matter to you, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, it is what it is, but you don't have to let it get to you. And that is what it is. But I don't let it get to me, not like I used to anyway. I mean, some days obviously it does get to me, but everybody has their days. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really fucking matter, because you get to choose what you think about, and you get to choose how you react to things. And I think that's That's what really matters. So, anyways, I'm gonna end the video here before it gets too long. I hope you guys have a good day, halfway through the week, and a good weekend whenever that comes here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.